On 8th of October, every year, we celebrate the Indian Air Force Day in order to protect the Indian sky. This came first into existence as Royal Indian Air Force on 8th of October 1932. From then on, we proudly celebrate this day till present date. In order to celebrate this day, Gurukrupa College of Education and Research Kalyan invited ex-Air Marshal Honorable Bhushan Gokhale sir for an online talk session. He has played a very important role in multiple planning and executions of many air operations. The program began with the college prayer, followed by his warm welcoming and an introduction by Dr. Anjali Kirkinde ma'am. The college then took the proud opportunity of felicitating Honorable Bhushan sir virtually. He very well acknowledged us with his life experiences and the challenges he faced throughout his life. It was very wonderful listening to him. He gave us tremendous knowledge about what Indian Air Force actually is.
What is called a security apparatus. There is Home Minister, there is Defense Minister, there is External Affairs Minister. When you are briefing all these people, you have to speak only the truth. You must speak frankly and you must speak the truth. Because आपकी जो आप एडवाइस होंगे, आपका जो कुछ भी एट द एंड रिकमेंडेशन होगी, यदि उसके ऊपर कार्रवाई हुई और आपने ऐसे ही बढ़ाई मारी होगी कि अरे नहीं नहीं हम कर देंगे, उसका ख़त्म कर देंगे, वो उसके 4 टुकड़े कर देंगे वगैरह वगैरह, और नहीं हो सका तो फिर प्राइम मिनिस्टर को रिजाइन करना पड़ेगा. आज जैसे कि बालाकोट जब हुआ तो look at the accuracy, look at the kind of things. So that is where it is required. Sri Lanka में we did not do it properly. So we lost 2,500 army people. We lost some helicopters. So it is a responsibility, and I keep saying both these things. समन्वय brought by वाजपेयी यशवंत राव जी, वो मोहल्ले लेवल पे भी समन्वय हो, पुलिस का दरोगा हो, वहाँ पे कोई जो लोकल अपना जो पॉलिटिशियन होता है तो उनको सब पता लगेगा कहाँ के ड्रेनेज लीक हो रही है, कहाँ पे पानी नहीं है, कहाँ पे कुत्ते वो भाग के आ रहे. कोई उसमें ज़्यादा ये नहीं है. हमारे एनडीए में जाके देखिए आप, go to NDA. We didn't have to be taught Swachh Bharat. You will not find a tinka of coverage there. Yes. Everything is clean. Everything is disciplined. Because we do the same thing. It's such a huge area. There is 4,000 plus acres or maybe more. But you will find everything clean. Why? Because we take pride in that. And
I really was touched with what the work Indian Air Force has been doing and have been doing from so many past years. So I am very mesmerized, and I really feel that if I get a chance to encourage my students to at least one child will participate or can go for this academy, that is Indian Air Force, if they can join, it will be a very great help, sir. Thank you so much, sir. With you, sir, with a few questions. So, do we proceed, sir?
Welcome.
Okay.
I love questions.
Okay. So, I request the participants to please raise their hand for the question. You can raise their hand and ask the question to sir one by one. Thank you.
Good evening, sir. My name is Ruxana. Sir, earlier you just told about that Hunter aircraft. So मैं तब से क्यूरियस. और सर आपकी कोई एक ऐसी जो है जो
कौन सी यात्रा बोल रहे थे?
सर नहीं, हंटर एयरक्राफ्ट जस्ट
Hunter aircraft.
यस यस सर। सर उसके बारे में आप बताइए।
हंटर एयरक्राफ्ट ब्रिटिश एयरक्राफ्ट है और बहुत बढ़िया एयरक्राफ्ट था। अभी उसको तो रिटायर कर दिया हम लोगों ने, लेकिन बहुत ही बढ़िया एयरक्राफ्ट था, अच्छा एयरक्राफ्ट था। और काश उसमें रीहीट होती, मतलब जो और भी पावरफुल होता, तो हम आज तक इस्तेमाल करते हैं उसको, क्योंकि उसके बाद में जैगुआर आया। लेकिन जैगुआर में ट्विन इंजन में थोड़ी गड़बड़ी थी, उसमें थोड़ा अंडर पावर है, तो अभी भी है हमारे पास जैगुआर। लेकिन हंटर एयरक्राफ्ट वाज ब्यूटीफुल। इट वाज अ बोथ फाइटर एज वेल एज इंटरसेप्टर एयरक्राफ्ट, बॉम्बर एयरक्राफ्ट, एंड in the war, it was an aircraft that I was very fortunate to take part in, because we could defend ourselves also, not only the attack, but we could also defend ourselves. And now that you talked about war, let me just give you my first experience, because the Indian Air Force and my brother being in the army, we have a different scale of operations. We fly from the top. We don't see really anybody dying or anything of that kind. Because we are very fast and we are high. My brother has seen naturally the blood and gore and all that kind of a thing. But we were in the first formation and hilly sector in the north of Bangladesh. आपने map देखी होगी, तो वहाँ पे we took part and we had bombed a railway station and also an oil tank. And thereafter we came back. We had some holes in the aircraft, which were the bullets fired by the ground from the Pakistani troops. But we all 4 aircraft came back. But next formation, out of the 4 aircraft, only 2 aircraft came back. So we were shocked. After some time, the 3rd aircraft came back, in which my own instructor, Squadron Gupta, he came overhead and he ejected, because his aircraft could not be controlled. But luckily, he came overhead, Bagdogra, and ejected. 4th aircraft never came back. He had died actually because his aircraft was shot, and he died in the that Bangladesh itself, or the East Pakistan. His name was De Costa, Andre De Costa, and he was married with a daughter. And we naturally, as bachelors, we used to always go to their houses and have dinner, lunch, and all that. Very nice family. So Sandra has now gone to Canada, and then she told me that, Bingo, please do one thing. Can you go to the cemetery and make a nice, memorial for him? So I had done that and sent her photographs, etc. So for us, for the Air Force, the war is a different scale. We see when a colleague dies, and then there is suddenly a vacuum.
Thank you so much, sir, sharing this heart-touching things.
Thank you.
Yes. Next question, please.
Anjali Sharma raised hand, I think. Anjali Sharma.
Anjali ma'am, आप question raise कर, please ask the question, Anjali.
Yes. Good evening, sir. Actually, शुरू से ही आर्मी ये वाले सब, इससे मेरा अटैचमेंट बहुत ज़्यादा है और मैं इनके बारे में पढ़ती रहती हूँ और मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगता है इंटरेक्ट करना। मुझे आपसे ना, गुजरात में जो हुआ था कि कुछ ही दिनों में, 2 या 3 दिनों में शायद वहाँ की महिलाओं की सपोर्ट से पूरा रनवे तैयार किया था, कुछ ऐसा हुआ था।
हाँ, बिल्कुल। तो उसके बाद में उसकी पिक्चर फिल्म भी निकली थी। हाँ। मेरे ख्याल में देवगन या कोई उसमें फिल्म में था वो शायद। वो सच्ची कहानी है। वो सच्ची कहानी है, भुज की कहानी है। यहाँ पे पाकिस्तानी जब बॉम्ब से रनवे खराब हो गया था, तो वहाँ के लेबर का जो काम पूरा था, मिट्टी भर के उसके बाद में उसके ऊपर सीमेंट लगाने के लिए हमें जो मदद चाहिए थी, तो सारी लेडीज जो शहर में थी वो आई थी बड़े मात्रा में और उन्होंने बहुत मदद की। मैं कहता हूँ कि उस टाइम पे मैंने देखा है इतना जोश होता है ना पूरे इंडियंस में। अभी 71 में जो हमारे गवर्नर थे हम लोग, क्योंकि क्या था, मैं बगडोग्राम में पहले 3 दिन ही था, उसके बाद में आई वेंट टू बीकानेर, बिकॉज ईस्ट का काम तो खत्म हो गया था। इसमें तो ईस्टर्न पाकिस्तानी एयरफोर्स में कुछ बचा नहीं था, तो हम लोगों को वेस्ट में भेजा और मेरे सीओ पहले ही सॉर्टी में कैप्चर हो गए थे और प्रिजनर ऑफ वॉर बन गए पाकिस्तान में, और 1.5 साल के बाद वापस आए। तो वहाँ पे हमारे जो गवर्नर थे राजस्थान के, अकबर खान, तो वो उनकी वाइफ दोनों आए थे। इतने बड़े बड़े रसगुल्ले हमें दे गए हम तो इतना फीस उसके ऊपर में वो रसगुल्ले थे खाए थे। और जगह जगह देखा हम, पूरे भारत के जो दो लोग थे, हमेशा ऐसी कोई घटना हो, मतलब खाली लड़ाई ही नहीं, कोई भी घटना हो, यदि कोई बाढ़ आ रही होगी, कुछ हो रहा होगा, तो सारे एक दूसरे को मदद करने के लिए तैयार होते हैं। उस टाइम पे हमारा झगड़ा खत्म हो जाता है, बाद में फिर हम फिर से झगड़ते रहते हैं।
Thank you so much, sir. I request Arif sir to just ask the question.
Hello. Good evening, sir. Sir, your story was very much inspiring. As sir, I have searched for you onto the internet. I have got this news that you are from 1968 to 2007 was your time period which you have served for the nation. So, sir, my question was there to for us, what would be the keynote to remain focused with our work? Because to serve for 4 decades nowadays it is not that much easy. And sir, my second question was that I have also read one more thing that so you were a Cat A2 flying instructor, something was there. So how to develop that qualities to make other person to learn and experience each and everything?
Good question, Arif. So let me give you the answer of the second one first, because you are also going to become a teacher, and I've been a teacher, like you said. I've been a flying instructor. You know, teaching within India was different because we speak the same language, easier to understand each other. But when I was teaching Iraqi students for 2 years, it was naturally a great experience. I had to learn a little Arabic, of course, which I still know because I went to Egypt after that for 3.5 years. But the students were very sharp, very good. Saddam Hussein was that time the president. And unfortunately, of course, I don't know what happened to them afterwards because there was the Iran-Iraq war for 7 years. But I hope they all are okay and their families are okay. We are not in touch naturally because we are not allowed to remain in touch with foreigners after we come back. So, but the flying instructor's job is a very tricky job. Tricky because when you're coming and take for landing, for example, if the student does not land properly, the aircraft can crash. So, the instructor tends to always follow him on the controls and do the correction so that, the aircraft does not go out of control. But एक ऐसा होता है मोमेंट कि जब आपने इंटरफेयर करते रहे तो वो सीखेगा कैसे? So that is the main thing that the flying instructor has to learn as to when do you allow a student to make a mistake and still be able to take over and not have the aircraft crash. So that is why our instant, reactions are very important. You should be able to instantly react. But it's great satisfying. I have taught, as I said, Iraqis, I have taught Kenyans, I have taught the Malaysians, I have taught many other countries also. English has not been very good, but even then, I have made sure that they become more comfortable and understand what we are trying to, sort of teach them. And today, I think, we have a lot of friendship all across because of this. As regards your first question, like you said that I served for more than 40 years. I personally tell everybody that whichever career you choose, you must like that career. आप उसमें जब when you start liking the career, you don't feel that you're working because you're always innovating. You're thinking, "Kare bhai, mere students, teachers, so you can get ideas from many youngsters." Does it satisfy you?
Yes, Arif sir.
Thank you very. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so
for
much,
your
sir.
valuable words.
Thank you so much, sir. We have one more question from Girish sir. Requesting Girish sir to please ask a question. Okay, because of the network issues, we'll just move on to the next one. Swapnil Joshi sir, please ask a question, sir.
सगळ्यात आधी खूप खूप स्वागत सर तुमचं आणि खूप मनापासून आम्ही सगळेजण ऐकतोय आणि बस ऐकतच राहावं आमचे कान असेच तृप्त व्हावेत अशीच भावना आहे. सर एक छोटासा प्रश्न माझा आहे. तुम्ही अनेकदा सांगता की तुमच्या भाषणांमधनं तुमच्या आत्मकथनामधनं तुमच्या अनेक लेखांमधनं की कितीही मोठे झालात तरी पाय जमिनीवरती ठेवा. आणि हेच मूल्य आहे. या मूल्याबद्दल तुम्ही तुमच्या अगदी NDAच्या प्रशिक्षणादरम्यान सुद्धा तुम्ही जेव्हा मला वाटतं ग्लायडर ट्रेनिंग शिकवण्याच्या दरम्यान तुम्ही 3 मिनिटं 20 सेकंद इंजिन विरहित विमान आकाशामध्ये होतं आणि त्याही दरम्यान तुम्ही त्याही परिस्थिती नियंत्रणात आणली आणि त्यातनं सुखरूपपणे खाली विमान तुमचं उतरलं. आणि त्यावेळेला तुम्ही एका पुस्तकात असं नमूद केलंय की मी माझं मूल्य जे मी जगत आलोय आतापर्यंत लहानपणापासून जगलोय त्याला फार महत्व दिलं आणि त्याच्यामुळे त्याचा फायदा मला माझ्या प्रशिक्षणादरम्यान सुद्धा झाला. तर मला थोडस आपल्या मूल्यांबद्दल सर सांगा की ही सगळी मूल्य जी आहेत ती युनिव्हर्सल आहेत. तर ती आपण रोजच्या जगण्यात रोजच्या कामात कशा पद्धतीने आणखीन त्याला आत्मसात करू शकतो, त्याला जगू शकतो, त्याच्याबद्दल थोडस सांगा.
बेसिकली देणे समाजाचे म्हणतो ना आपण, गिव्हिंग बॅक टू द सोसायटी. I think in whatever form you can. I mean, today I'm into education. It so happened that I got exposed to, I was the member of, after retirement, of AICT board, on many other things, Deccan College board, I was on Symbiosis board. So I have had an exposure to various things, and today that the national education policy is coming in, I am also a chair professor in the university. So there is a different kind of a, line that my career has taken. But that has helped me in a way to diversify, to understand what is exactly the needs of the youth, and it's very nice to be interactive with younger generation, share my experience, understand their own anxieties or their own worries what they have, because today I know job is a very important aspect. So how can we create job creation, how can we ensure that they remain focused and they don't sort of sway away. We worry about the drugs, we worry about habits, and I give them a lot.
Saying what you want to become, so somewhere like I want to become a doctor, army, or teacher. So now they are like, I want to become a YouTuber or influencer or dancer. So in a wrong way, they are going in wrong direction. So
Nandita, please let me tell you. Please tell me who wants to become YouTuber. Tell him, please become YouTuber, but be the best YouTuber in the world. You want to become a dancer, become the best dancer in the world.
Very true.
After all, Gopi Krishna was to do the best in that. I told my own both the boys the same thing. That maybe initially they also wanted to join the Air Force or the Army or something like that. Then they got different exposure. Now one has started his own company in the USA. Otherwise in South Africa he's starting with something. So I have told them that look, I want you to do best that you can. Be honest to yourself. Because finally, you are the one. The program is written by the human mind only. But at least the quick calculations which are done by artificial intelligence are something beneficial. So we make use of it. Even today, we have started to make use of it big way in our drones, in intelligence, in our imaging. You find you have taken a photograph of a particular place, and there is a photograph taken after 10 days. You can find what exactly has changed within no time. If there is some new gun has been put.
The session was further followed with our respected Principal Ma'am Dr. Vidyulata Kolhe thanking Bhushan Sir for his sincere kindness towards us.
Thank you and good evening, Bhushan Sir. Sir, after hearing your lecture and your speech, I became speechless. I don't know. You are the person from Air Force, but you are very cultured, then educator, then you are an author also, and a good narrator also. You narrate your whole journey and your whole story very nicely, sir. Really, Krisha already told, we mesmerized. Yes, really we mesmerized. And whatever interactions you did with our students, really appreciable.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you.
just I want to say one thing, sir. Sir, patriotism, what is patriotism? Actually, I learned from you. Only celebrating 15th August and 26th January is not a patriotism. And sir, what you told, that touched to my heart that Bharat Mata hai tichar thumko naka. Sir, what a lesson you give to our students. They are future teachers.
and they will teach their students because जब 15 ऑगस्ट होता है 26 जानेवारी होता है ना त्याच्यानंतर बीचेस आणि रस्ते क्लीन करावे लागतात टू कलेक्ट आवर फ्लॅग्स. दिस इज द सिच्युएशन ऑफ आवर कंट्री. आपलं पॅट्रिऑटिझम फक्त भारत पाकिस्तान क्रिकेट मॅचच्या वेळेसच का उफाळून येतो. सर तुम्ही जे सांगितलंय ना ते इतकं सुंदर सांगितलंय आणि तुमचं नॅरेशन इतकं सुंदर होतं की मला असं वाटतं माझ्या अंगावर बऱ्याच वेळा काटा सुद्धा आला की तुमचं सगळं ऐकून. आणि मला असं वाटतं तुमच्यासारखे लोक जर असतील तर हार्मनी आपल्या देशामध्ये क्रिएट व्हायला वेळ लागणार नाही. मला तुमची पुस्तकं नक्कीच आवडतील. मी आमच्या शेतकरी शिक्षण प्रसारक मंडळाच्या गुरुकृपा कॉलेज ऑफ एज्युकेशन अँड रिसर्च कल्याण ॲज वेल ॲज गुरुवाणी कम्युनिटी रेडिओ यांच्या वतीने तुमचे खरोखर मनपूर्वक धन्यवाद देते. आणि मला असं वाटतं आमचं कॉलेजचं भाग्य आहे. स्वप्नील, थँक्यू टू यू बिकॉज स्वप्नीलने आम्हाला तुम्हाला इंट्रोड्यूस करून दिलं की तुमच्यासारख्या व्यक्तींचा व्याख्यान आम्हाला ऐकायला मिळालं. तो इट इज ऑनलाईन. ऑफलाईन असतं तर मला अधिक आनंद झाला असता पण ऑनलाईन आहे ते ऑफलाईन झाल्यासारखंच वाटलं. On behalf of our college, once again, I'm very, very thankful, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Altogether, the program was very informative as well as interesting. The program was successful only because of contributions made by our media partners, Guruvani Community Radio. We are thus thankful and obliged to each and everyone who made this session interesting, triumphant, and informative.
Management of Gurukrupa College. Today, I want to thank you, sir, for guiding us. As being a teachers, we will be really pledged to understand the need of this hour. And thank you so much, sir, for guiding us, as we know that we are being seen in a society where the things are shown by the media. But sir, you have been a very good resource person to show us the backside. So thank you so much, sir, for giving us a true value of patriotism. True leaders do not create followers. They create more leaders. It takes immense pleasure in extending my sincere thanks to our principal, Dr. Vidulata Kole madam, who have been helping us and showing us the path. And thank you, madam, for arranging a beautiful session for today. Thank you for our radio committee, that is Guruvani Radio Committee, for arranging a beautiful session. Last but not the least, I would like to thank all my teaching, non-teaching students, participants who have been continuously supporting us to make this program a grand success. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for your support. Thank you so much, sir.